Hi, I'm Scott Swenson. We're here at Lynn's Propane Trucks. We've got a beautiful stock truck for you. This is a 5,000 gallon tank. It's on a Peterbilt 579, 445 horsepower, 1,700 foot-pounds of torque. Plenty of horses to pull this thing. We've got chrome bumper, chrome grille, stainless steel exterior sun visor. We've got the stainless air horns with snow shields, bright finish mirrors. As you can see up front here, we've got a couple of strobe lights. We've got them on the sides and back of the truck as well. This truck is completely loaded. We've got the aluminum wheels, aluminum steps, aluminum air tank, aluminum fuel tank. In the back, stainless fenders, stainless fender brackets, stainless deck, oversized meter box. Just an absolute beautiful truck. Let's jump inside and take a look at a few of the options in the cab. We have controls on the door here. So this is the power locks, power windows, power mirrors, heated mirrors, all those controls right on the side, right on the door, nice and handy. Then also on the steering wheel we have controls for your Bluetooth, for the radio, just like the luxury cars you see now. Very, very nice. Everything's nice and handy right in front of the driver. Moving across just a little bit, we've got a rocker switch here for the engine brake. Concert class radio with a USB plug on it. Coming across, we've got some spare switches up here. Got 4 of them. We've got your regen switch here. Full locking rear differential for both the axles in the back. You can lock them all together here. This truck has a 5-function remote. We've got PTO, throttle, query, and e-stop. So the queries, because it's a 5,000, it has to have that query button that you have to hit just to let the truck know that you're still in control of the delivery. It also has a power out reel button, which comes in really handy, especially in the snow. Up here we've got our monitor for the backup camera. That's on the rear of the truck, comes on with the reverse circuit. This is just a great safety item. It completely eliminates the blind spot behind the truck. It's really nice, cuts down on a lot of minor accidents. Down here we've got our printer stand. These are custom made to every single truck to fit in each individual truck. They are solid, so that's not going to be rattling as you're driving down the road. It's not a one-size-fits-all printer stand, custom made. Let's head out to the side of the truck and take a look at a few more of the features. Again, we've got the aluminum wheels, aluminum steps, aluminum air tank, fuel tank. We've got our work lights. These are on factory rocker, right to the left of the steering column, along with the strobe lights as well. So these illuminate the side of the truck. We've got 2 on the rear head of the tank that light up the back area, the workspace. So as soon as you get out of your truck on those night deliveries, you can see where you're walking, where you're working. We've got a chalk block holder here. Spring loaded, nice and simple. Rubber in the front and the back so they're not banging as you drive down the road. Nice and easy to use, nice and easy to secure the load as well. Gorgeous stainless steel tandem fenders here, stainless fender brackets. In the back here we've got a little stainless spacer so we can set this back so you don't pin it between the tire and a snowbank and tear off your mud flap. This little spacer here just helps keep the road grime off the rear deck. Let's head around to the rear deck and take a look at a little more. Starting up top, you'll see we've got the strobe light. That works in conjunction with 1 on either side of the truck, 2 up on the front hood, and we've got that rocker switch just to the left of the steering column, factory from Peterbilt. We also have a factory rocker switch for those 2 work lights beside it, working in conjunction with the 2 on the lower rear corners of the cab, just lighting up all around the truck for those later night deliveries. Right in the center, we've got the camera. That is goes with the monitor up on the A-pillar in the cab that we looked at. We've got that mounted right by the passenger side mirrors. So essentially you're just looking to 2 spots. You're looking at your passenger side mirror and your backup camera monitor, and then over to the driver's side, because you're still using the mirrors backing down the driveways, but you only have to look to 2 places. It's a nice convenient location for it. Right below that we've got the third brake light. Recessed float gauge. I know a lot of times you'll see these have got the eyebrow over them or the rain guard. It's always dripping rust down. This is nice and recessed, protected, and you won't get all that rust coming down off it. Moving down to the deck, you'll see we've got an oversized meter box here, stainless steel. We've got a little tray in there, hold your gloves, any fittings you might use throughout the day. There's also a holder here for a spray bottle. I know a lot of guys use it for bee killer in the summer to keep it nice and handy. This has an IQ register. This is a new register from several years back. This is really the future for LC. As you can see, nice big display, really simple to use. We've got start here. You hit start, you come back from your delivery, that'll say print ticket. Print the ticket, you're done. You want to do a preset, you just hit the button that says preset. Type in your gallons and you're good to go. It's such an easy register to use. We've got the hose end nozzle in the meter box, keeps it clean and dry, ice free, dirt free. Easy in, easy out. A lot of times we'll see these threaded onto a fitting on the deck or whatnot. This is nice and simple, and it's out of the weather. A couple of air switches for the main valve and the vapor in here as well. Moving across, we've got a Henne polished aluminum reel with a guide master. It has 150 feet of hose on it, but this is spec for 250 feet of hose. So as you can see, we've got it lopped on there. You've got a lot of extra room. In the winter, you're doing 50, 60 deliveries a day. You're not wrapping this back on neatly. You're throwing it on and hustling to the next stop. So all this extra space means you're not rubbing against the deck when it binds up. It's not flopping over, getting a cut between the drum and the frame. It makes things very easy, as does the Guide Master. It's nice and easy. You just guide it right back on. The deck itself, as you can see, we've got a lower deck here. Everything is within my center of gravity. Everything's within my working space. If I'm loading the truck, I got the line from the plant, comes right up nice and easy. So many times it's the right angle, the right height. You know, I'll see guys with it balanced over their shoulder trying to get it leaned up and straight so the acmes will thread on. This is nice and simple, nice and easy. It's really made for the driver in mind. We're working, everything is within our center of gravity. Normally what you'll see, the trucks are built, you'll have the chassis rails coming back from the axle. The deck will set right on top of that. That puts everything up higher. You're working up shoulder height all day long. This is nice and easy and ergonomic. Makes your day a little bit easier. We also have a blow-off tube here for the liquid load line. After you finish loading, instead of just cracking the fitting, you can just close the valve, dump everything out nice and quick. It empties out up top there. We also have the spray fill disc. This is a safety for pull-away protection when you're loading the truck. It's tied into the Allison transmission. They've got a function, it's called range inhibit. So unless you put this cap back on, the transmission is not going to let you put it in gear and pull away. Let's head to the side of the truck and take a look at just a couple more options. Again, we've got the lowered stainless steel deck, stainless fenders, stainless fender brackets. Up here, oh, we've got our strobe on the side as well here. This is really nice stainless cover on the DEF tank, really beautiful. If you look inside here, this is our heat exchanger. So what that's doing is basically heating propane and putting it back up into the head of the tank. So the whole time you're delivering, you're taking pressure out of the tank. Your tank is boiling to replace it, reach its equilibrium again, and those bubbles are going into the pump and making it less efficient. You know, anytime that pump isn't fully filled with liquid, you've got all those vapor bubbles in there, it becomes less efficient. So what that does is as you're taking gas off the truck, that's heating the liquid propane, turning it into vapor and putting it back in the head to help keep that pressure equal inside the tank. And what does that mean in your delivery? All that means is normally if you were to, you know, not so much this size truck, but even a 3499, if you were to take that truck and pump 1,000 gallons off it, say, as soon as you hit a couple hundred, you start to see the gallons per minute drop, and they keep dropping throughout that whole delivery. You might end up at 37, 38 gallons a minute. With this heat exchanger, it keeps the pressure equal so you don't lose gallons per minute. So you could literally hook this truck up to a tank and pump the entire 4,250 gallons off. You know, the 85%, pump that all off into a tank, and you're not going to even lose a gallons per minute. You're going to start it, say you start at 67, you're going to end at 67, maybe 66. But it helps you keep very efficient, especially with these bigger trucks that typically would do larger drops. Also here we've got the other work light, again illuminating the side of the truck, keeping the driver's workspace safe. We've got our stainless cover on the vertical exhaust. aluminum cover on the after treatment device. This truck is absolutely beautiful. It's a beast. It's built, ready to deliver gas. If you have any questions, give us a call, 800-252-5467. We'll talk to you soon.